All right, we are back with another episode of Wealth Building Made Simple with Susanna Gibb. What's going on, Susanna?
Hello, how are you?
Good. How y'all doing over there at the Gibb Agency?
We love this lovely weather over here. It's great.
I know, right? This is running weather. I got too excited like a week. I think it was 2 weeks ago when we had good weather, and I got so excited. I just went and ran 5 miles because that's what I normally do when I'm warmed up. But
Mhm.
I realized I hadn't run 5 miles like November, and
At which
so
mile did you remember that you hadn't written you hadn't
oh, no, my body told me, like, at mile 3 to stop, and I was like, "Mind over matter," and I'm
I'll
pushing
just
through,
do
and
it.
so I just yeah,
Power through.
that was a bad idea.
Yeah, well,
So, now I gotta work my way back up, so I'm about to get out there later and run maybe, like, 3 miles.
this is the magic time in Texas. You gotta get out there and take advantage of it because it's gonna be gone in like 3 seconds.
Right, and start
And it's a million degrees. Welcome.
right? Well, today, the folks who don't run, who like to travel around on golf carts now, uh,
Oh, it's good golfing season right now, man.
it
They're
is
all
great
out.
golf it is great golf season right now. So and I actually do have a few clients that own golf carts, so it's a perfect topic. I'm glad you brought it up. But golf cart liability insurance coverage, which by the way, I didn't even know you can. I mean, it makes sense when you send it to me, but yeah, I never thought about buying golf cart liability insurance.
Well, here's the thing, people who buy golf carts, initially that triggers "Oh, I have to insure this," right? But the challenge is the people that actually they don't buy the golf cart, they just rent when they go. It's a huge coverage gap
Mm. I
because they
never
don't
thought
have
about that either.
coverage.
'Cause it's like if I go golfing and I'm on a golf cart and I run somebody over, yeah, where does that cover?
Well, we had this happen. One of our clients called and said, "Hey, my niece was driving in our golf cart, our rented golf cart, and she hit a car. We need to submit a claim on our auto insurance." And we were like, Your auto insurance doesn't give you liability to drive a golf cart, nor does it give you the physical damage on the golf cart.
Mm.
Um, the If you just rent a golf cart, then you have to get a homeowner's policy that has an extension for this, but it may not have it. There's a ton that don't, and people don't know. They just like, "Whoop, whatever, I'm driving my golf cart." They don't realize that if their friend falls off because they're drunk and you turn the corner too fast, or that other thing where people are like, "Oh, I'll just jump off the golf cart, it'll be fine." And they're like, "You're already going too fast," and they fall down and eat it. Like, too bad, too sad. No coverage for you.
Wow, and I don't know too many people that drive golf carts that aren't drunk at some point throughout the 18 holes.
We're doing business on the golf on the golf course.
So I guess the first question is, like, where do I go on my policy to figure out if I'm covered? Uh, and then, um, yeah, and then I guess you just said what is it called, a rider or an uh
Yeah, it would be a rider on a lot of homeowners insurance policies that would carry it. And if you buy a golf cart, then you want to have it's a separate policy.
okay.
It's almost on a lot of policies, it's almost written like a motorcycle policy.
Mhm.
Um, but you see them in the city now. It's very popular to have a golf cart. People just drive around the neighborhood. It's street legal. They drop their kids at school. They just kind of tool around. Um, but they've got to have coverage for both the physical damage and the liability because we actually had another story of there were two people. They were, excuse me, they were with Chubb. They both had policies with Chubb, and somebody fell off and got really hurt. And so they were suing each other at different points. And the agent was actually the client of both of them. And so
Mm.
that made it really sticky. But again, everybody's friends and everybody gets along until somebody gets hurt and then they got to sue. And then we're not really friends anymore.
Right, and so I'm assuming then too, this would probably you run into the same issues if you're riding like those whatever you call them, those scooters, in the city. I mean, that would be like a similar type situation, right?
Scooters go on a motorcycle policy.
But not like a scooter you own. I mean, the ones that are in the city that you can rent. What is it called? It's not a scooter.
Like the birds and the limes and stuff
Mhm.
like that. That's a great question. I don't know where the liability for that would land. We've also insured they have the e-bikes.
Mhm.
They are their own policy as well. And the e-bikes are interesting because you don't uh if I can't remember why somebody told me they bought them, but it was like because they only go a certain speed, you don't have to do a couple extra things for them, but we definitely can insure them on their own policy.
Got it. Now you got me thinking too. What about a bicycle? I know I'm going off topic, but like I'm thinking now, like what if I'm riding my bike and I like run this little kid over or something? By the way,
I
like I'm erasing that from the possibility of ever happening in life, but I'm just thinking out loud.
Sadly, I was when we were at White Rock Lake one day with the kids, I was like, "Leland, go stand on that bike path." No, I said, "Go stand on the sidewalk," but what I had really done was sent her to stand in the middle of the bike path.
Mm,
And so the guy came around the corner and they collided. She had a giant gash above her eye, and
mm,
he did not stick around. I could tell he felt terrible, but he did not stick around or leave me his number, and I felt bad. I wanted to tell him and be like, "Hey, it's not your fault. It was an accident and she's fine." But I knew that he didn't leave his number because he didn't wanna be held liable.
He did
You
a
can
hit and
insure
run
the
on the
bi
bike.
Huh?
He did a hit and run on the bike. What a
He stopped and made sure that she was that he stopped and talked to us, but he didn't leave his name. And
mm,
I don't blame him, but I think about him because I wanna be like, "Dude, if you're still worried about this kid, she's fine. She looks amazing." Um, but the bicycle itself would be insured on a personal articles floater underneath your homeowners. We can insure it there unless it, again, is an e-bike and then it goes on its own policy. But the liability for you on a bicycle would extend from your homeowners.
got it. Okay. Just not my golf cart.
No. Well, and unless you have that rider on your policy, we've got a couple of more of our white glove carriers have this liability extension, but a lot of them don't. And you don't know until you ask. So that's the big thing. You just kind of better ask.
Got it. Okay. So this is the importance of talking to your insurance agent, making sure they follow you on social media so they can see all the crazy stuff you do.
I'm like, hey, what are you doing?
You never
You're
told
not
me about
covered
this.
for that.
You didn't tell me about your jetpack. You didn't tell me you went and bought a jetpack.
Oh, Lord, I don't even want to get into a jetpack.
Yeah. My 6-year-old wants a jetpack, and I'm like, like, and I love his imagination. He was like, "Daddy, can you buy me a jetpack?" And I don't like to use words like we can't afford it or no. I just was like, a jetpack. Well, let's go look one up. It's like this like costs like $1 million, son. I'm gonna teach you how to make 1 million so you can buy your own jetpack. He's like,
There
why don't
you
you just
go.
make 1 million and buy me one? And I'm just like, come on, kid. So anyway, let everybody know how they can reach you if they want more information on like insuring golf carts, jetpacks. Lots of
Absolutely. You can find us on the web at www.gibagencydallas.com. We're also on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. So come find us and like us for more fun and exciting insurance tips.
awesome. Appreciate you. Thank you.